Hi everyone, welcome to this channel. I am JP and today I'm gonna tell you exactly what you need to do to prepare yourself to go to your first reptile show. But before we start, I do want to show the animal that will be with me during this video. This is Kaiju, my Lichianes gecko, already more than a year old, not a baby anymore. As you can see, he has grown about 3 or 4 times the size as to when I got him. I'm not gonna lie, I am kind of scared that he will bite me. With this size, a bite from him will hurt. Probably a lot. But this is a channel focused on reptiles and I have to show some reptiles. But alright, let's start. If you like reptiles, then you have to go to a reptile show. You will get to see a ton of reptiles, and you know, obviously this also depends on the specific show. Some shows are very small, which I find them perfect, you know, for you to take the whole family. Something like, you know, to start teaching your kids about reptiles. Or if you have never been to a show, then you know, a small show might be perfect for you. The number one reason as to why is because it will not be too crowded. It's as simple as this. The bigger the show, obviously the more the animals, but the more the people will be there. And obviously just go from there. But going to the actual reptile show, if you want to prepare yourself to buy an animal, I do want to say that it's always better to take cash. This doesn't really matter what kind of show, small or big, always take cash. The easiest way to just, you know, make a deal with anybody during these shows is to just simply give them cash. It will make it easier on them just as well on you. But if you are prepared to get a reptile, please make sure to do your research. Be sure to know what kind of reptile that you want so that you can either take enough cash for you to buy the entire setup and everything, or to have that before buying the actual animal. Please don't buy an animal that you are not ready for. Going to a reptile show that is really big, like the Sewerfest or the NARBC show, especially the one in Tinley, it's really big and it gets extremely crowded. So if you are somebody that you know, gets too much anxiety from being in a very large group of people, then definitely starting with a small show is the right answer. The very first time that I ever went to a reptile show was actually the one in Tinley, and man, I did not expect it to be so crowded. Now I already knew that it was basically the best show in the entire US, but man, I mean, at some point it gets so crowded that you cannot actually walk. But most of these shows actually do have an answer, and that is to get a VIP ticket. And you know, obviously this will cost a little more than the regular admission fee, but it is definitely worth it for these big shows. So if you do not want to be dealing with so many people, then definitely get the VIP ticket. Okay, but speaking of dealing with people, I will say this: it doesn't really matter who you are, please take a shower. Please take a shower. Even in the small shows where, you know, even if there's only 4 or 5 people looking at in each table, you have no choice but to get close to them if you want to see, you know, that specific table. Because man, sometimes it's just too much. That is still not going to keep me away from the table, but I'm still going to complain about it. But alright, in all seriousness, you know, like I said, if you like reptiles, or you know, even if you are somebody that has never kept them, or you are interested and you are interested in keeping them, then going to a reptile show is a must. You know, you will find there all kinds of animals. You will probably get to see a bunch of different setups, especially in the big shows. You know, a bunch of decor or stuff that you just need to keep them. Something very important that I also want to say is that, you know, please be respectful of the vendors. You know, obviously to all people, but especially to the vendors. They have no choice but to sit there basically all day and, you know, to be talking to people, basically repeating the same thing. So, you know, sometimes when they are really busy, just pay attention to the cups. Most of the times they will say the price, which is normally the number one question that people have. And you know, something so simple like a good morning or a good afternoon, thank you, goes a long way. But there really isn't anything else that I guess I would need to say. I guess the only other thing is that if you actually do want to buy a reptile, then I would actually advise to check the whole show and try to pay attention to it, see what you like, because most likely you will see more than one morph or animal of the species that you want. Okay, alright, well I guess that is pretty much everything that you need to know. But I do feel like, there's a couple of things that you do need to make sure that you do. Number one thing is to take shower. Second of all is to take a ton of cash, especially if you are planning to buy the animal with the setup and everything that you need for it. And the third one is to simply have a lot of fun. Man, going to a reptile show is basically like heaven to a reptile keeper. You get to see so many different reptiles and sometimes other animals too. And obviously you get to meet other reptile keepers and usually have a conversation with vendors, which is really awesome. And well, now I gotta get ready for the Tinley show, so I'm gonna finish the video right here. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching or hearing me. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like and please subscribe if you haven't. And I will see you next week. Say bye, Caillou.